Philippe Sabourin speaks for City Hall. He joins us on the line. Hello, Philippe.
Hi, Sarah.
All right. So in terms of major damage and what your crews are working on today, what seems to be the main thing? Is it the sewers having burst? Is it the trees falling down?
Yeah, well, actually, we're cleaning few sewer with trucks called hydrovac. It's trucks with a big vacuum. So when the sewers are blocked, we're doing the job with those equipment. So you will see them around the city cleaning the sewer. So those trucks are used to clean the sewer, hydrovac. We're also grabbing the branches on curb of the street. Actually, maybe we will need 1 day or two to finish the operation to clear the sidewalks out of any branches. So mainly this is the main activity, the main operations actually. Every road are reopened. Same thing for the underpass. Few underpass were closed yesterday for a few hours. At 9 o'clock in the evening, they were reopened. And we're still there to help citizens if they have a need. They can call the 311, and we will do the follow-up with our citizens.
Philippe, are there any boroughs, any areas that are the worst hit than others?
Of course. West Island wasn't that bad yesterday. The rain hit the central part of the city. So directly in the middle, from Antique-Cartierville to Verdun, there was nearly 80 millimeters of rain in only 2 hours. That's the amount of rain we used to deal with for all the month of July. So we got in 2 hours all the rain we used to have in July. It was something.
Wow.
It's amazing. And the worst situation was at the corner Delormier and Ontario, we noticed a peak of 145 millimeter per hour. That's quite intense. I've been working with the Water Service Department since 17 years, and it's the first time I noticed that amount of rain.
Philippe, yesterday on the show, we took a very interesting and somewhat disturbing call from someone who was in an underpass. I believe it was Victoria near Jean Talon, and the water was beginning to seep into their car. And I asked you on the show yesterday, should people be avoiding? And you said yes. So I guess the advisory was to avoid underpasses. Is that an official thing that is going to be sent out now when we have flash flooding? Will you be officially advising Montrealers to avoid underpasses because it cannot properly evacuate the water?
Good question, Dan. My first piece of advice would be to listen when you have alert coming from Environnement Canada. If Environnement Canada tells you to stay safe, stay home, don't go and ride your car, then avoid any lower points in the network. So underpass, they collect a huge superficie of water, and it's all centralized in one point. So this is why it happened so often. So it would be wise to avoid those underpass when you have amazing amount of rain, of course. But we have some solution. Look at the underpass. It's Rockland that was submerged a few years ago. We built a water tank in order to put aside the overflow of water. The time the tempest pass, the storm will go away, and after that we will treat that water. So that's an example of what the city is doing to help to resolve the situation. So we have plans to build other water tank. In French, it's the bassin de rétention, and we also have to rebuild our city with green spaces, and the inspiration would be to become a sponge city. So instead of draining the water, absorbing the water into our lands, our parks.
Okay, and lastly, I would just suggest, as I mentioned, maybe it's time to put that request to avoid underpasses in these situations, maybe put that out with some of the emergency information Montrealers are receiving, because when we spoke about that on the air, I was quite surprised. I'd never heard that before, to avoid underpasses in Montreal.
Yeah, I'm taking note about it, and I think it would be clever to let citizens know that when we were facing that kind of heavy rain, underpasses should be avoided. So I'll pass the word for you, Dan.
Thanks.